All right. We're here. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, January the 19th, 2024. It's option expiry day. It's the third Friday in January for options expiry. Going to be a busy one here. Volatile today. Lots going on here today. The pre-market right now is showing an all-time record high, I believe, for the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ markets. I think we are at record highs for all three markets right now. Oil is down 20 cents a barrel at 73.88. Unemployment is under 4%. Inflation seems to be 3.5 to 4 something percentage points, somewhere in that neighborhood, not 8, 10, or 12. America seems to be doing quite well. Canada hanging in there. The UK, has its struggles. Germany is in recession. The rest of Europe is struggling along. China, real trouble. So notice today that the Chinese government has now released their updated youth unemployment rate. They stopped revealing to the world and themselves they didn't want to even tell their own people what their youth unemployment rate was. The last time we saw that number, it was 21%, 22% unemployment. Then they stopped releasing the numbers. This morning, they've released the new unemployment rate for youth by recalculating it at 14.9%. You trust a single word these people reveal? You know who you want as an auditor if you're in trouble with the IRS? A Chinese auditor. You want one of those guys because they can cook the books to just make it work. And of course, in China, the government cooks the books for itself, like these numbers, and so no one complains. There's not going to be an investigation as to how they come with this number as this aggregate, because the government sanctioned the release of a 14.9% unemployment rate for the youth. And that's the end of it. And we don't discuss this any further. No comment. Apparently, 62 million students were left out of the survey this time. I have a suspicion 62 million unemployed students were left out of the equation at the moment. And so that's why the rate's only 14.9 instead of maybe 35% that it probably is, or 40%, because it is bad over there. Anyway, that's just this Western-based guy speculating that the communist government of China you might not be able to trust their numbers. Go figure. What can I say? Welcome to the party, pal. What else is going on out there? We're noticing up market more or less, pretty well everywhere. The countdown is on for Sofi. This is Friday, so there are only 6 trading days left for Sofi's stock until their earnings come out, which is Monday pre-market, the 29th of January. This is the 19th, and we have tomorrow and Sunday off. Next Sunday, Monday off, so those 4 days are gone. We're down to 6 trading days. The stock's 744 this morning. It's been meandering down here in the 720, 740 range now for a couple of days. What is the next direction, and by how much? That is everyone's question, everyone's mind. And I am amazed what's the word I'm looking for? I'm amazed and puzzled. And I also do a lot of this, that kind of attitude about how many analytic reports are coming out on Sofi in the last week. Why is it that a whole bunch of so-called professional analysts are revealing their estimates for Sofi shares this week for the next year? They're not even waiting until Monday morning, the 29th of January. They're releasing their reports now. Is it because they are so desperate for followers and that they are selling their analytical reports to subscribers, that they want to reveal them now before the earnings come out so that people will pay them now and they get the eyeballs on their websites and wherever they publish these things to sell more advertising revenue. Is that it? Is that really the reason they're doing it? Because from an analytical point of view, why would you analyze the future of Sofi a week before the company is to reveal its long awaited first ever quarterly profit as a company that everyone knows is coming? And what also blows my mind is we're seeing in some cases maintain their price targets. They're anywhere from $9 to $15 or $8 to $15 lately. There's that one outlier at 3, but there've been a couple who've gone from 15 to 12. And they've lowered their guesstimate a week before the company reveals their numbers. And what I wonder about, what I'm amazed by is if you look at the history of SoFi's earnings reports over the last, say, 2 years, that would be 8 quarterly reports, even 3 years, but certainly since they've been a publicly traded company, you will find that every single quarter, the estimated revenues of the company, the money coming in from sales, they've surpassed it every time. Like whatever the expectation was, they've beaten it. They beat earnings every quarter, have for the last at least 2 years, every quarter. On the net loss or per share number, it's been losses per share that have been shrinking every quarter on the way up. Last quarter, they utilized an accounting technique to write off book value adjustments for goodwill and acquisitions and all that. These are accounting moves. None of this cost them money. It was just a restating of asset values that were part of takeovers and so on. They did all that last quarter, I think on purpose, get it all out of the way. Get all the write-offs out this last quarter so that the quarter coming up, the fourth quarter of 2023 that we're going to find out about, will be pure profit. The question is, will they exceed what the street is expecting? And if so, by how much? And I'm amazed that an analyst would release an analytical report and downgrade the target price of the stock so close to this key date that is not a secret, that could well be so high, so over the top of expectations, that these analysts are going to look like morons. They're going to look like idiots. And again, I don't understand why these people get any of this kind of press. Doing releases just before the company actually presents their audited financials to the SEC and their shareholders. But again, I'm an old man. Since I'm old school, you see. I think stocks should go up when companies do well, and I think stocks should go down when companies don't do well. And I think that if in 6 months from now and 9 months from now and a year from now, the indication seems to me to be that a company is going to grow their sales and their net profits and their market share and everything else that you met, all the metrics are growing and growing and growing. To me, it means the shares should go higher now in anticipation of those numbers. We call that forward-looking estimates. In the earnings business, we call that forward-looking PE multiples. And all these same guys, these analysts and the men and women in the analytical world, they all use forward-looking PE multiples to justify why a stock is trading way up here right now when the PE multiple is at 60 or 50 or 40 today, and it should be in the 20s. They go, no. Forward-looking PE is 25. 2 years from now, it's a 25 PE multiple. So what you're paying for today is a premium price for the stock today based on how much more money they're going to make in the next 24 months. Ask any analyst out there how their predictions came true, how did they do with their predictions? Back in 2017 and 18, when they were predicting the 2019, 20, and 21 forward PE multiples just around COVID, because they didn't know COVID was coming. And they were predicting sky high prices for stocks and markets in 2018 and 19. And then the world fell apart. These folks have no skin in the game. They have no skin in the game. You do. Your shareholders, your option writers, you've got skin in the game, but they don't. And here they are, a number of them this week, releasing new analytical reports. Utterly irresponsible, utterly ridiculous. It's supposed to be done the month after the numbers come out, not the month before. That's when you do analytical reports. Then they're accurate, at least accurate to the latest financials that have been filed. But it's a new world, obviously, because I don't understand it anymore. The rules changed when I hit a certain age, and it seems to happen to all seniors. It's amazing. It's amazing how the world changes on it. Because what was beaten into my head for 40 years was this, and now it's all of a sudden it's this, because this is way more convenient, I guess. Anyway, there you go. Welcome to the party, pals. Thank you for those of you out there who have joined this channel lately as subscribers. Welcome, newbies. Those of you who've joined this channel not only as new subscribers, but you've become members of this channel through the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level or Gold Bagel level. Special shout out to all the new Gold Bagel members right up here. Thank you. Hopefully you're getting value out of your Gold Bagel membership. It's $25 a month. You send to YouTube. They send me $17.50 of it. They keep 30% for themselves. I get the rest. And hopefully the $25 a month you are investing into this channel is paying you back more than that from whatever gems I can give you, or advice or thoughts or observations and that kind of thing. Thank you all for your faith in this channel. We have more Gold Bagel members now than Chillin' with Uncle Bruce Bagel members. The Chillin' member is $10 a month. The Bagel level is $25 a month. More people pay $25 a month to be here than 10. And it's not close anymore. It's spreading. It's unbelievable. Thank you all, and welcome to the party here at the Nakatomi Tower. What else was I going to talk to you about today? I just want to check out the list here of stocks. Looking at, for example, this morning, Rocket Lab is up 6 cents in the pre-market. It was down 7 yesterday. Sofi is up 4 right now. It was down 12 cents yesterday. We're at 7.45. GameStop was up 21 cents yesterday. It's up 13 more this morning at 14.42. Matterport was down 2 cents yesterday. It's down a penny right now. 23andMe was up 3 cents yesterday. It's more or less unchanged at the moment. Spire was up 8 yesterday, 8 cents, up a penny now. We've got ATIP, no changes this morning, was down 28 yesterday. SmartRent was up 14 cents to $3 yesterday. It's now up another 9 at 3.09 this morning. Apple is doing well. It was up 5.95 yesterday. It's up 81 cents this morning at 1.89. These are, I think, approaching new highs. I think 1.99 is the high, so we still need $10 more. Goldman Sachs 376.91 yesterday. We're up $1.25 this morning, 378. Cisco was up 45 yesterday. It's up 25 this morning. It's now up to $51. Tesla was down 360 yesterday, down 192 this morning at 209.96. That's an outlier this morning. ARC Innovations 45.66, unchanged from yesterday's close. Microsoft was up 440 yesterday. It's up another 289 now at 396 for Microsoft. The all-time high was probably yesterday at 394. This is a new all-time high. This 396, 398 pre-market trading range, new all-time highs for Microsoft. And Microsoft getting a lot of positive coverage regarding AI. Pfizer was down 6 cents yesterday. It's down 2 cents at the moment, 28.08. HPQ is up 21 cents this morning. Alphabet, Google, it's up 142 on top of the 210 it gained yesterday. Amazon was up 179 yesterday, up another 115 now. Nvidia was up $10 yesterday, 10.50, up 8.50 now, 5.79. We've got Unity down 11 yesterday, but up 46 cents right now, 33.33. C3 AI Inc. was down 29 yesterday. It's up 24 this morning at 24.30. Adobe was down 240 yesterday, up 271 right now. Spiders were up 420 yesterday. They're up 224 now. Netflix up 498 yesterday, up 325 now. Invesco, the Qs were up 578 yesterday. They're up 311 at the moment. The IBM shares have had a good morning. They were up 76 cents yesterday. They're up $3.10 this morning at 169.95. IBM was over 170 in the pre-market this morning. Meta Platforms, the old Facebook, was up 776 yesterday. It's up 317 this morning. Vanik Semiconductors, the ETF, SMH symbol, 180.31 yesterday, up 567. That was a 3.25% gain yesterday. It's up 224 again at 182.55. Chip makers, that's what this baby's all about. It's running. Home Depot up 220 yesterday, down a penny this morning. And Enphase was up 111 yesterday. It's up 74 cents right now to 107.40. That is the story. And I'm sticking to it. There's a headline here saying Tesla's died in a bitter cold. It's another black eye for EVs. I beg to differ. My daughter arrived last night from Calgary, and she mentioned something interesting that last week she had a ride in a Tesla in 30 below weather. An Uber came by to pick her up. It was a Tesla. And she asked the driver, how's your car doing with this 30 below temperature? It's really, really cold. Thing's great. This Tesla's great. I got two engines. I got all-wheel drive. Handles great. And I only I don't let the battery go under 30%. So that's kind of like a gas tank at 1/3 of a tank. There are people out there who know you don't let your gas tank go under half a tank, because if you do, in some cases, you get condensation in the gas line and it freezes. So you keep your gas tank at half to full all the time. Well, with the battery, you go from 1/3 to 100%, and you're good to go. And this guy said, I've had no troubles whatsoever. I love this car, and 30 below, not an issue. So I beg to differ. Maybe, yeah, probably. Some Tesla owners are idiots, and they let their batteries go to 10% in 30 below weather, and they die out. Way to go, moron. Wake the hell up and understand how cars work. I don't know. I'm just an old guy, because Lame Duck is number 2 here on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Beach Boys here. Good afternoon. Richard Carlin is here, number 4. Hector was number 5. White Feather, number 10. Aurora, good morning. Happy Friday to all. I'm number 10 as well. Good morning. Happy expiry day. D.H. Ruda, I'm number 12 on the thumbs up meter. Danny Deals, JR Son, good morning. This is JR. 11, good morning, everyone. Let's make that move. Severson, V2, Boeing can't catch a break. JL, number 16. Dean, good morning. Fumblers here. Marie B, hi everybody. Welcome, Marie. Juan is here. Good morning. Danny Deals JR. Can we start? Is this thing on? Where's Alberto? Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. We can begin now. Let's fill our pockets with more moolah. Yeah. Splair is going, I don't want to leave the bed. I just want to stay in bed here. Thumbs up 27 here, by the way. Feeling comfortable under the blanket. I can imagine. Karin, number 30, Bruce. Alberto, great idea. Under the blanket, I go to Splair. That's the spirit, as long as you make moolah. Anyways, Alberto, baffled. I'm late. Good morning, everybody. Dude, I too am baffled. Luca, hello all. 39 thumbs up right here. Alberto, Luca, good morning. Splair has authorized us to trade from a warm bed. Alberto, I like this idea. Cindy, I'm number 44 on the thumbs up meter this morning. Good morning, everybody. Hopefully still able to write some spicy Sofi cash secured put options today. Missed it yesterday, says this. Splair, the cozy style. Flint Creek Soap Company. Oh, laugh out loud. I felt like a slug lingering in a warm bed. Flint, these are facts, says Alberto. JJ, good morning, everyone. Flint Creek, I wish my cat would bring coffee to me. Splair, all right. I tried out my best to grab a coffee, and then we rock. Alberto, $25 a month for a Wednesday session like the last one, cheap. Can't wait for our next Wednesday session. We did have a good time there, didn't we? Yes, we covered a few new things. Mr. Wallace is here. What is this? CRWD, deep in the money, 140 strike expiring today. Cost basis on the stock, 153. Is it wise to roll to late April? $200 covered call for 109 and continue to work back into the current stock price range. Again, I don't know all the details of this, of the full position here, so I can't honestly react to this with any authority. I mean, this is I don't know what the story is here. 140 strike expires today. I don't know. I don't even. Is this CrowdStrike? I don't even know what the stock is. Is it CrowdStrike? Forgive me for that. JJ, a barista cat would be famous. Juan, great session for sure, Alberto, this past Wednesday. Spirit. I think I have to rewatch something. I got to rewatch something here. Flint, indeed, earn your kibbles. Richard Carlin, 180,000, 125 GameStop calls expired today. Holy cow, 180,000, $125 GameStop calls. Those were the 500s that were written way back when. Wow. Yeah, Bobby. Car no go Zoom car bad not user. Okay, Alberto update New York 11 F. I had no issues. Oh, it was 11 Fahrenheit. I had no issues. The Y was running just fine. The Tesla was running just fine. The colder, the quicker a battery drops, keep it charged. There you go. This thing, what IBKR desktop app do you guys prefer? The desktop or TWS? Dude, I'm staying in bed too. Jason Laws, I am number 63, Bruce, on your thumbs up meter. You're going to hit 100 before we open here. Hector, Richard, hope you have a pop to write into. Karen, yesterday I watched Eat the Rich, the Netflix saga about GameStop. It was pretty good. I don't know if I've seen that. Danny deals JR. Okay, JR, Uncle Bruce. I finally realized how it is the gamblers. It is the gamblers that pay for savages' vacations. I'm deranged. I can't say I'm an idiot. That title belongs so someone else who can fly. Yeah, I mean, of course, JR. Savage makes his dough from the stupid gamblers out there who hand him money like crazy in the options market. It's insane. The rest of you are doing just the same thing here, taking the money. Flint Creek, car tips your dad never taught you. Beach Boy, a new question here. Is Uncle Bruce having un poco más in a show to tally Sofi results? Good idea. Excellent idea. Where do I sign or link? Alex, number 70, good morning all. And Flint, Danny mentioned he would be interested. There you go. I've never talked to Danny. Danny and I have never connected. I am just, I mean, you know, I'm really busy right now. Yeah, my schedule, apart from doing this and attending to your emails and one-on-ones and making sure the classes are working and researching what's going on, and then Jen with her new hip, and Jen Jr. just arrived, and yeah, I got a lot going on right now. My number one priority is zeroing in on what you guys are doing with your options trades, to be there for you if you need a comment, a thought, whatever. I have not gone out to try to bring new YouTubers into my channel or my universe. But I'm happy that you guys have found others as well as me to watch and follow. It's great. I just don't have the energy to do a whole lot more. I mean, I'm up to here, man. I am pooped. I'm hanging on by a thread as it is. Jen keeps asking me, how much longer are you going to do this? How much longer? When do you retire? When are you going to pack it in? I don't want to do that. I'm having too much fun here. But for me to expand my work further and further and further, and add shows and guests and on, may not be the way for me to go here. I don't know. I'm working so hard to grow what I have and keep you guys up on what's going on. There's so much for me to watch and cover and follow. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you for all of you, JR. Some people bash EVs and this battery thing without realizing that when gas cars came online, one had to be careful to get gas beforehand, since most gas stations served hay. Growing pains. Hector means a little more airtime to decipher Sofi. Okay, Alberto, Algebras JR's light bulb turned on at 2 a.m. But at the same time, it turned on for me. JR got a bingo early this morning, and I'm the one and only idiot. If you, JR, interest-free loans, and I remember you let that slip by quite a while ago, dude. Mr. Wallace are talking. Are you talking about a deep in the money call you wrote that expires today? Why not just roll to 160 and take a premium in that case? You wouldn't want to pay for a roll. You just got the time. Just keep going. Again, I don't know. I don't have enough info on that comment. I don't know what the story is. I'm totally, anyway, it's like trying to find a location in a city and someone says, well, we're in the so-and-so neighborhood. Okay, well, how do I find you? You're what? Where in the city am I? Let alone where in the city are you? How am I going to find you? Robert, good morning, and all I gave you a thumbs up. I don't know what number, but Robert, I thank you and I appreciate it. Flint, no pressure, Uncle Bruce. Just give us everything we want and hurry up about it, will you? Mr. Wallace, yes, it is a deep in the money call I wrote. Okay, still. What did you buy the stock at? What contract did you write? What did you get for it? What's it doing now? What's the stock doing now? And maybe I can help. Again, kind of hard to do it on the fly like this. And it's nice to know that Jen is doing well. She is doing very well. Jen is doing great. Jen Jr. is great. She arrived last night safe and sound. Everyone's happy. It's all going very, very well. Jen went to therapy yesterday afternoon, and that went very well. It's incredible. 48 hours after a hip, she's in therapy at the hospital now, and they're checking range of motion and how it's going. And oh man, they're on it. They are on it. It's fantastic. There's no doubt in my mind she's going to make a full-blown recovery, and she has to just now endure and get through the surgery pains, the pains of surgery, the recovery from the incision and all that sort of stuff. That's it takes a bit of time, but there are pills for that. And so Jen is following the protocols and it's going well. Dude, Uncle Bruce, isn't enough for you? You need another guy on here filtering his thoughts. Let's not merge the streamers. Remember that happened in the movie Ghostbusters. Don't cross the streams. Agreeing with Robert. Good to hear that everything is fine so far. Morant's stock marks with Bruce. Good morning, sir. Just saying hi. It's been a busy week and welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing okay out there. Cindy B, AMD has gone up about 60% in the last 3 months. I am underwater on my calls. I've been rolling while raising the spread on the call, and now my call spread is 140.60 for 2 and 2. So February 2. What's the stock at right now on AMD? Again, I can't. I just got partial here. Mr. Wallace, crowd price 139. Wrote Jan 19, 155 call for 13. Okay, so. I don't see I don't know what's the problem here. It has to be me because I am obviously losing it. What am I not understanding here? Deep in the money 140. He wrote earlier. I have a deep in the money 140 strike that expires today. Cost basis on the stock 153. Is it wise to roll to late April 25, 200 covered call for 109 and continue working back into the current stock price range? So this is this isn't one trade. There's some. So you've written it. Yeah. Okay. I don't get it. I'm obviously an idiot. I can't figure out what's going on. Cindy 165 says Cindy, I'm really just JR. My ex had a hip dislocation when she was very young and eventually got a total hip at about 25 years old. She had a huge scar on the surgery. It took hours. So much has changed for the better, indeed. Mr. Will, crowd currently at 280. See, now, if you could give me all this in one message, this would really help me. I am deciphering now 4 different things. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. The stock's 286. Yeah, okay. Love from India. Welcome. Look, if you want an answer to this question, and why don't you just write me an email? My email address is down below, and just tell me everything, and then I can see the whole thing, because I am not interested in trying to decipher Morse code on the fly while I'm live, while I'm watching the markets and saying hi to everyone and trying to follow what's going on and give you a heads up on what's happening. This is not working for me. Okay. It doesn't work for me. But Mr. Wallace, I thank you for being here, and I'm glad you're here. I'm just sorry I can't give you the answer to a question that I can't understand right now, because I'm not getting the question in a understandable way. Stop confusing him. Cindy, I'll try this again. I am underwater on my calls. I've been rolling while raising the spread on the call. And now my call spread is 4060 for February the 2nd. The stock is 165, but I'm going to send you an email. Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Got it. You've got time. I see that. 222. You still have some time here. Have you got puts going? Because you could create a put spread with a $10 or $20 spread against this one. Not necessarily the same expiry. You don't have to. You can go further out into Feb. Bring in a nice credit from that, and that will help you with the roll up of this one, perhaps 45.65 or 50.70, or I don't know, but whatever. Mr. Wallace will do. Send me an email, Mr. Wallace. Cindy AMD Splair. I was about ready to mention the smartest way comment here. That is then email from Uncle Bruce. Yeah, with a good screenshot. When you come to live stream, Duke. I don't know what that means either. Stephen. Number 83, we still have some of Canada's weather here in the Northwest Arkansas, 12 degrees outside. It might be beach weather in Canada, but here we call it cold. Yeah, I know in Calgary, they're still coming out of it. They're slowly coming out of the Arctic freeze. It was bad. I mean, Calgarians are going, man, is this bad up here? Friends of mine were telling me, you can't believe how cold it is. Oh, yes, I can. I can believe how cold it is up there. I've suffered through it. I had enough of it. More than enough. Thank you. Calgary right now is 7 below Fahrenheit right now. It's cold. It's really cold. The high is only going to be 8 Fahrenheit in Calgary today. Not great. Tomorrow, 31. There you go. The Chinook is coming. Then 16 on Sundays, 20 on Monday. Tuesday, 41 degrees. So Calgary finally breaks out next Tuesday and will stay above 35, 40 degrees now for a week. Sunday and Saturday, Sunday, a week from now, Calgary will be 47, 48 degrees. Snow will all be gone. And people will go, oh, thank God. Let's hope that cold snap is gone for the year. I don't know. Here in Palm Desert, 51, going for 73 today. Jen Jr., really happy to be here. You got that right. She is thrilled to be here right now. Thank you. DB is asking me a question for a one-on-one. Yes, I can take care of you on Saturday if you like, and we'll get together if you'd like. If any of you want to have a one-on-one with me to help you figure out what to do, where you're at, where you're going, where you want to get to, by all means, send me an email and we'll set up a time. I'll touch base with you after I'm off the air. I've got to do a one-on-one today. I've got a one-on-one booked on Sunday. We can always do one on Saturday if you want. We'll figure it out. Okay. Dude, Cindy, I would add a put spread, make it a condor. Charlie, Uncle Bruce, am I missing something? I am expecting dismal sales overall from Apple's Vision Pro. I can't grasp 4,800 is reasonable for many average households. Seems outrageous to me. Charlie, I know what you mean. But then again, I'm not going to shortchange Apple because these things, when they came out and quickly hit $1,000, within a few years of being launched, people said they would never sell because you could get a cell phone for nothing. You could get them for free on a plan, and yet look at them. So I don't know, Charlie. We'll just wait and see, won't we? Alberto, Uncle Riz, you can decipher my comments. You can do any whatever. Cindy, dude, I have a put on this 140.45. I might cash it out soon. Yeah, I would say so. That's long. Sharon is in the house, number 85. Thank you, Sharon. How are you? Are you a stock trader or option? Asks Ducal 369. I don't trade. I don't trade anything. I don't trade any options. I don't trade any stocks. I am not in competition with my viewers. I'm a commentator. I'm a teacher, I guess. I'm a consultant. I'm an opinionated old fart that tells you from my experience since 1978, 79, what I think is happening and why it's happening and what could happen because of what's going on. I don't trade stock. You don't see charts all over my screen here with bids and asks and last trades and none of that stuff. So I have no conflict of interest with my viewers to trade against them or ahead of them or whatever. So welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you here. Dude, I think the semiconductor space has shown us in the last 2 weeks it wants to be a sector of face rippers. Okay, Flint, tomorrow here, New York, 14 Fahrenheit for the high. You look like a, whatever it is, a Jorge or George Soros or something like that. Is that, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm in NVIDIA myself, says dude, with a few spreads rolling in the mornings to take in more credit. It takes the pressure off when you do roll both sides. Flint, 40 Fahrenheit will feel like summer. Yes. JR, Alberto, 44.7. Splair, teacher and commentator for sure. All right, dude, it seems like the market just wants to go up till weak retail and energy sector drag us down. Maybe not till next month at this rate. I'm ready. Really just JR, says JR. I'm glad you're a commentator. We wouldn't want any tater tots doing this. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're up 182 on the Dow. We're up 20 on S&P, and we're up 109 on NASDAQ. Crude oil up a penny. That's all that's going on right here. The markets are at record highs, and you can blame or credit whoever you want because it doesn't matter what you think. The markets are at record highs. Unemployment is under 4%. Inflation is under 4%, I guess. Oil is under control. There's a war in the Middle East. There's a war in Ukraine. There's a potential nightmare out of Taiwan, China. Who knows what the hell's going on over there? And yet, there's no draft for American kids. There's no draft for Canadian kids. There's no draft in the military in the UK. Wow. Pretty good. There are politicians running the world right now that have no idea what economically is going on, and they don't want to know because they're running popularity contests to get reelected all the time. That's all they're there for. They're getting the perks of their positions, and they're making sure probably through their back office to make sure their pals and relatives in their districts are doing really well because they got elected into whatever position they got elected into. That is what the situation is right now. The polar opposites is what's happening in Canada, the US. You're either this direction or you're this direction, and neither can be right as far as the other one is concerned. And the economy is doing incredibly well despite being leaderless at the upper levels with any meaningful anything. The morals, there are no morals. It doesn't matter what you do in your personal life. You can get elected now as a politician, no matter how disgusting you are. It's unbelievable. Again, I grew up in the 60s and 70s and 80s, and the world at that time wasn't all that pleasant either. It had its issues. but there was a line in the sand with regards to morality. And boy, that was a high, high bar you had to pass to even be a librarian, let alone a council member or a town mayor or whatever you've become, federally, statewide. It's unbelievable what's going on out there. It's so sad. Unfortunately, the world is what it is, but the markets are at all-time highs. And the viewers of this channel, despite all the ridiculousness of the world out there, can make a lot of money. Thank you, option gamblers out there who are desperately trying to pay their bills or pay off their bookies or whatever their problems are, using the option market as the way to do it. By the way, I want to tell you something else. I've been noticing lately that there's a lot of press right now being talked about where Disney, which owns ESPN television, sports, all the sports channels, they're in active discussions with the NFL for some kind of an arrangement. I don't know if the NFL channel would become part of ESPN or ESPN and the NFL would merge their scenarios. There's something happening there. A lot of dollars are being talked about. But what really blows my mind, and I mean this blows me away, I remember back in the 80s, Willie Mays, the incredible, legendary baseball player who had retired with the third most home runs ever hit, Hall of Famer, all this stuff. He was retired from baseball, and he was probably getting a $1,500 a month pension now instead of making $200,000 a year as a salary in those days. Okay, today, of course, he'd be $20 million a year player or more, or whatever the numbers are. It would be insane. But back then, way back then, retired baseball players needed a side gig to make a living. There was no such thing as autograph sessions where they would get paid 10 grand guaranteed to show up for 4 hours. It didn't exist in 1980, whatever the hell it was. So he was offered a job from a casino in Atlantic City to be sort of a, I don't want to use the word mascot because it's so demeaning, but he was going to be the face of a casino to help them market the casino. In other words, I think he might have been around on the occasional Saturday for autographs. You could meet Willie Mays in this casino, something innocent like that. Anyway, he was banned from baseball by the commissioner of baseball. He was told, you fulfill that contract, you can kiss your Hall of Fame career goodbye. We'll ban you from the Hall of Fame. Well, you're kicked out of baseball because it had something to do with gambling. And for Willie Mays, the problem here was that he was probably being offered $100,000 a year from the casino, which was half of his salary that he used to make as a ball player. And then his pension was coming in. The guy could have a life. And I don't know what ended up happening overall. I think he did not become the spokesman for the casino, and he did ultimately get sponsorship deals, I guess. And certainly by the 90s and the 2000s, many retired baseball players and football players and hockey players and basketball players, many found ways to make money from their celebrity, not all. And then, of course, in the 90s, we had the sports card craze take off, and a lot of these guys were able to make money on their autographs and blah, blah, blah. Now, fast forward to today, 40 years later, from 1983 to 2023, 2024, you watch an NFL football game on whatever device you're watching a football game on, and what are the commercials that are being bombarded at you, and what else is being bombarded at you, not by commercials, but by the halftime crews themselves gambling on football games. It is now in your face, and it is now accepted by all the sports leagues. Baseball, basketball, hockey, football. Gambling now has become legit. Unbelievable, complete about face. And what's happening now is the gambling sites and the gambling relationship between clubs and the public. The TV networks have figured it out, and so have anyone else who wants the eyeballs. They know that if they offer gambling info while the game is going on, more people will watch that telecast than not, because the young males and females of North America, we're talking about 18-year-olds legally, theoretically, up to 40, are so desperate to try to make a few extra bucks to get by, because their jobs don't pay like their parents' jobs paid. They're gambling. They're gambling anywhere, any way they can to make a go of it. So you've got online gambling as it is with, pretend slot machines on this. You've got video poker available, online poker to play, and now with sporting events. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, that football organization is worth billions of dollars. It wouldn't surprise me that sooner or later, the Dallas Cowboys and one of the gambling operators, whichever one is DraftKings and all the others that are out there, I don't know them all. There may be one day a partnership that is so lucrative for Jerry Jones that he'll rename his stadium after a gambling house. Casino names are going to become common on arenas around the world. The multi-billions of dollars of money that is going to come into this business is going to shock you. And what I wanted to come back to at the end of the day was this gambling world that we have created and that we're part of now is blowing out completely the investment world. The stock market used to be dominated by people who bought and sold stock, bought and sold bonds. Today, the brokerage firms, the online brokers, where are they making most of their money now? They're making it on managing your money, if they can convince you to let them do it on your behalf, and option gambling, futures gambling. We're talking about orange juice and pork bellies. We're talking about currency speculation. We're talking about bond futures, stock futures. And it's all on this little device right here. It's this handy. Now we've got football, baseball, hockey, basketball on here. Horse racing is on here. Gambling for poker, you name it. How many employees across the Western world go to the bathroom for 15 minutes with their phones and are gambling while they're taking a dump? It's scary. How many employees are losing paychecks at work, gambling at work? It's got to be staggering, absolutely staggering. It has to be scary as all hell. Every corner store you go to, lottery tickets, scratch wins, instant play, you name it. It has completely dominated the entire landscape. And how can a 5-year-old, 8-year-old, 12-year-old, 14-year-old kid not be influenced by all of this advertising that is being bombarded at them through every media outlet there is, period? And the point I want to make is you guys are here with me because you're option writers. And what are you actually doing? You are feeding the desire of the masses who want to gamble on the stock market without understanding it. They don't want to learn how stocks, why they go up and down. They don't want to understand that after so many straight up days, you're going to have a few corrections, or you have a down dip before you have a move the other way. They don't want to know that. They just want to get in to get out. They want to get in to make a killing and move on and forget about how they did it. Because they went to school, they went to college, many of these folks, they got degrees in whatever field they got degrees in, and they're sitting there with student debt up to their eyeballs, and or they're generating revenue from their jobs that just doesn't pay like they thought it would pay. And now they're looking for the quick fix because they see and are being bombarded by quick fix bets everywhere. And so this 8-second mentality that I keep telling you about, and I dare you to watch a television show, a movie, a sporting event, a newscast. I don't care what you watch on your television. You are not going to find very often the same image on your screen for 8 straight seconds. It's not going to happen. You may see a newscaster talk to you, but while this person is talking to you, you're going to see photos and videos pop up over here, logos pop up over here, writing come across over here. You are always being bombarded with something new, less than 8 seconds. And if you're watching a movie, you're watching two characters talk to each other. You've got the close-up of this one, the close-up of this one, the two talking together, an angle over here, an angle over there. Every 2 seconds, 3 seconds, while this conversation is going on, all these cameras are firing off, and the editor is making sure never will you see an 8-second still shot, because you haven't got the attention span to wait around that long. You'll change the channel if it's that boring. You're not interested. This is the new world in which we live, and it is continuing to go there. And so someone just asked me a few minutes ago, what do I think about the sale of the new Apple Vision, whatever the hell the thing is called, for $3,000-$4,000? I wouldn't be surprised if it sells very well. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised if you can buy it through Apple on payments. You can buy it for $200 a month for a year and a half, 2 years, because Apple will use a financing service company to do that for them. People will pay $200 a month to get this thing now. 8-second attention span. They put this thing on and they're in a virtual reality world. And as long as Apple can keep them engaged for 2 years, then the payments are all made. It's been paid in full, no problem whatsoever. And that's the name of this game. Kids, you are option writers, you are asset managers, and you are constantly adjusting your portfolios for the market conditions. And if you're on top of it, you are going to make a lot of money because your portfolios will build in size and grow. You will write more and more options as you build your positions higher. And you're going to find one morning, you're going to realize, good Lord Almighty, I'm handling $250,000 in trades. You're going to realize, when I do these condor trades and I do these credit spreads, if you calculate the value of the stock that I am writing options against, it's approaching $1 million. I'm approaching $1 million of assets that I'm controlling using these option strategies. And the gamblers are out there putting all the money up and taking all the risk. It will, one day you will wake up and be blown. And it constantly has been happening to some of you and will continue to happen. It will happen to every one of you if you're here long enough. You're going to get that one day, one moment in time, a family picnic, a wedding, a shower, golf tournament, something, where someone is going to come up to you in private and just want to talk to you for a little bit, like in a whispered tone. And they're going to ask you straight out, how are you doing? Are you doing some trading on the market that's really working out for you? Like, I heard from so-and-so who said from such and such that you were doing this or that. Are you doing really, really well with that? And you're going to look at them and go, yeah, I've been trading options now for 2 years, 3 years with, I follow this guy on YouTube and I'm in there, baby. I'm running. And some are going to seriously want you to help them, just explain it to them. Others will be flippant about it. And I know some of you have had it happen where you've been called out in front of other relatives, by some jackass. I understand you're writing all kinds of options now with this YouTuber, just to kind of make you look stupid. And hopefully you've conducted yourselves in a very calm and polite way and say, yeah, if you ever want to know how I do it, check me out sometime. We'll go for a coffee together alone sometime. I'm not here to broadcast to 25 relatives what I'm doing, because I don't want to know about your personal life in front of everybody. So I'm not going to tell you about mine. Congratulations for those of you who have handled this so far and how you've handled it and how far you've come in such a short period of time. But I'm warning you, you're going to be making a lot more money as you keep going down this road. You really are. You're going to, if you are disciplined in how you trade these contracts and how you write them and how you time yourself, as you get the experience that you're quickly gathering up, you're going to do incredibly well with this. And you will find, like I said, one day it will occur to you. You might be driving your car and just go, oh, yeah, I got 40 calls on that. And I got 16 condors on this. And I've got 48 credit spreads over there. And I got cash secured puts on that. And well, how much is all that? You know, someone in your passenger seat going, well, what's all that worth? That's when you're going to go, well, the money that I'm using is X amount, but the amount of value of the stock that I'm actually working with is boom. And that number is going to stagger yourself and whoever you're talking to about it, if you are talking to anyone about it. And welcome to the party, pal, because hedge funds out there have millions of dollars controlling billions. They have tens of millions controlling several billions. And then they have billions of dollars controlling hundreds of billions of dollars of assets. And when I tell you, all of you, and I make a short video that says that every hour for 5 years, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Larry Ellison grew their net worth by $14 million an hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 5 straight years. When I tell you that, you hear that for the first time and you can't fathom it. You can't relate to it. It's impossible to comprehend that in 10 hours they're 140 million richer, and in 100 hours they're 1.4 billion richer. For 5 years, this was going on. But then you begin to understand it as an option writer, and that you're now writing 100 contracts a month, 400 contracts a month, 1,000 contracts a month, 250 a day, 250 a week, 50 a day average. You do the math in your head and you go, in a month, I turned over this many contracts representing this many shares at these levels, multiply it out, and you are trading millions of dollars of stock, tens of millions, maybe some of you, just last month. And it's the new normal. Welcome to the new normal. This is what's coming. This is what's happening. This is where you're going. And so, kids, welcome to this old man's channel. We do things completely different here than everybody else. I don't know how many times I've seen it, and I still see it where these well-meaning people, really, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just telling you what the world is like. There are very good people out there who talk to you about trading strategies and option strategies or just stock strategies. But the bottom line is, for many of them, your success is hitting a home run, buying something here, and it goes up to there. And the difference is this huge amount of money you're going to make on this win. The problem is, how long will it take, and will the stock go down first before it goes up? Did you buy, halfway down a dip that kept on going and you got wiped out before the turn came the other way? You bought into options on this hot stock potential, blah, 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 and it ran out of time on you and you got wiped out. On and on and on it goes. This is the normal world of most traders and most prognosticators, most analysts, most everyone. And we don't do that here. I don't talk to you about doing that here. Yeah, I talk about Sofi and its potential. Oh yeah. I love Matterport. I love SmartRent. I love 23andMe. I love these guys. Yeah, sure. And the doubters will slam this channel and say, yeah, he's still talking about those damn SPACs that never did anything. And if you put out $100 in every one of those SPACs, you've lost all your money. And yeah. Or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you started writing options. And you're going, what? I've still owned these SPACs too. I just keep buying them down here. My averages on all my SPACs are so low that if they only go to $5 each, I'm laughing. If they go to $8 each, I'm rich. They go to $15 each, I'm really rich. But that's the difference between investors and flippers. And the flippers are everywhere. and they're all over the place. And many of them are relatives of yours and friends of yours and associates of yours. They're not investors, and they're never, ever, ever going to be option writers. I am sorry to tell you, no matter how successful you become. As a matter of fact, the more successful you become doing what you're doing with the gang here, the chances are more and more of your relatives will not do what you're now doing, because they're going to see your success and how many years you've been putting into it. And they're going to go, that is a mountain that is so huge, I don't even think I could climb it. Whereas in your case, you climbed it one step at a time. That's all. You just climbed the mountain one step at a time. And you came back one day at a time to work the market and manage your assets. That's all it is. One day, one step, one class at a time, writing a few contracts here, earn as you learn. 17 classes later, you get to say to a friend of yours, yeah, I've done about 35 hours of classes with this guy. Plus, I've watched about 15 of his classes like 3 times each. I've actually got a couple of 100 hours of class time in with this guy. And how many hours I've been with him Monday to Friday for the last 2 years. Thousands of hours. But that's one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, one trade at a time. There's the difference. The more successful you get, the fewer people who will follow you to do what you do, because the mountain you've created is so huge, they'll go, oh, I could never do that. No, that's impossible. Thank you all so much for joining me and being here and tolerating the old man. I appreciate you. I love you. I want you to get rich, 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 rich. Larry, thank you, my friend, for hitting it. We're open. We're running. Let's go. Let's go. Make money. Get richer. Do not be intimidated by this market. Make this market your bitch, because that's what it is. There are saps out there willing to hand you money like you cannot believe. It's unreal. So come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you all for popping in here. What's happening? Oh, this is so cool. JR is saying, I also just it isn't about the share price appreciating we hold Sofi. Oh, that's nice. It's the premiums and the money, not the cents. Thank you, Bruce, for helping us with this. Uncle Bruce, you are the GOAT. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the thumbs ups already, you guys. We are now sitting on, how many of those thumbs ups have come in here? 111. Beautiful. We broke the first 100. Let's pile it on, guys. Hit the thumbs up button for me, please. We'd like to get to 200 today, if that's possible. If you're watching on the rerun, hit the thumbs up button, baby. Don't wait. Get in there and make it happen. Thank you all. I want you guys to get rich. Let's go, baby. Take the moolah. They're handing it to you. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Thank you all. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for those of you. Congratulations to those of you who've been taking classes. If you've been signing up for classes the last several days, the last several weeks, well done. If any of any questions on them, you know how to reach me. Just send me an email, and we'll see if we can help you understand what's going on out there. That epiphany moment will hit some of you at the most strange time. You never know when the next epiphany comes your way. Thank you all. We are open. We're trading. Let's see what this market has in store for you. And thank you, everyone, for being here all morning long. We're ahead at the moment. I think, I don't know, is it 50 points on the Dow? I don't even know. I got to fire up my my phone. I got my big ass iPad firing up here. Oh, thank you all. All right, let's go. 72 on the Dow. 8 minutes into the session. We were up, 200 something on the Dow pre-market, half an hour ago. We'll see what's going on. There we go. And here we are, 736 on Sofi, down a nickel. Bargoon City. We've got the Dow up to 67 points. We got S&P up 8, NASDAQ up 60. We have oil up 51 cents right now. Rocket Lab down a penny. We've got AI up 9 cents. The spiders are up 77. The Qs are up 230 a share. GameStop down 7. SoFi down 6. Apple up 56 cents. We got Enphase down a couple of cents. Netflix down 760. Adobe down 298. Nvidia's up 678. Tesla down 46 cents. We've got Unity up a nickel, Google up 154, Moderna is down 118, Cisco up 12, Pfizer down 7, IBM is up 329 to 170. HBQ down 15 cents. Microsoft is up 89. We've got Amazon up 24, Home Depot up 32, Vanik Semiconductors, SMH up 241. We've got, where am I here? My whole screen just went just like that. It just went it's being hard on me. Okay, Goldman Sachs down 350. Boeing is down 160. Meta, the Facebook, up 499. Target down 77. JP Morgan up 12 cents. Costco down 350. Walmart is down 70 cents. Disney down 27. American Airlines down 17 cents. And AMC down a penny. DraftKings off 15 cents. And Royal Caribbean down 36 cents. There you go. I'm wondering, when will it be that it's acceptable that the gambling companies start owning sports teams? Will that day ever come? You know, some guy owns 30% of a gambling outfit, and he ends up becoming the owner of the I don't know, Cleveland Browns or something, or the Dallas Mavericks, or the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't know, some sports team. I wonder. It's the shift of money. It's unbelievable what's going on out there. Absolutely unbelievable. The Dow is now up, but only up 40. We were up 200 points. We're only up 40 points. There you go. Barron's headline: Hong Kong takes a hit as a financial center. No kidding. Hong Kong is out. If you are an international businessman, woman, you're an organization, you are dreaming if you're thinking of opening an office in Hong Kong. You are out of your freaking mind. You do not send Western staff to Hong Kong to work for your corporation. There's no dang way you do that. You are subject to arrest at any moment in time for any bogus charge of espionage, just by trying to figure out where your company stands in competition with other companies. You're out of your mind. There are executives fleeing Hong Kong. Fleeing. They're leaving quietly, but they're fleeing. Many Hong Kongers are getting the hell out of there, and I don't blame them, because the Chinese government has completely weaponized the police force over there, the secret police over there, secret trials, detention for 2 years before you even get charged with the crime. Absolute ridiculous abuse of human rights over there. Get the hell out. But hey, I sure would love to have visited Hong Kong someday. I really did. I wanted to visit Hong Kong. Now I ain't going near that place. No, thank you. No, thank you. What can I say? We're up 36 on the Dow. Rocket Lab down 4.5. AI up 4. GameStop down 11. SoFi at 734, down 7 cents. Thank you all for being here and joining me and hanging around. I appreciate you. See what we have now. The low of the session on SoFi, 729. We've got a volume now on SoFi in 12 minutes. The volume on SoFi is 2.7 million. Absolutely dead quiet. Just absolutely nothing burger on volume. I think a lot of people are folding their arms, waiting on the sidelines to make a move on SoFi. I just sense that's what it is. Because there sure is no panic to get in this morning yet. We've got this option expiry thing going on. But I believe that these prices it's just free money available if you want to write cash secured puts. Absolute free money. If you write 7s or 6s or 5s, depending on how far out you go, there could be some nice premiums, which could give you some very nice acquisition costs to buy stock on the cheap. That's my take on it. The June contracts, I think there's tremendous opportunity here. June $9 puts are 185 to 230. Look at that bid ask. Last trade 227. The 8s last traded at 161. The 7s are 103. So you can write a $7 cash secured put on SoFi, put up $700, get $100 back right away, and you're buying the stock for $6. if you have to buy it. The $6 puts, you can write those and get a 61-cent premium. That means you're paying $5.40 for the stock. You can write 5s, but only get 34 cents premium, but you're paying $4.66 for the stock. Those are June's. You want to write January 2025 cash secured puts on Sofi. 7s will bring you $1.50, so you're paying $5.50. Even 160, you're paying $5.40. The 5s will pay you 70 cents. That means you're paying $4.30. The 4s will give you 42 cents, so you're paying $3.60, $3.58 for SoFi stock. $3.58. It's $7.29 right now. Oh my God. In any event, the higher you go, like the 10s, $3.50, $3.60 last quote I have, and that might even be higher. That puts you at $6.50 a share. Stock goes back to 10 in the next 2 months. Just say it did. Let's say it did. That puts these at probably $1.20. You'll buy them back for $2.20 less. Thank you very much. $2.20 on a $10 commitment. That's 22% in the next 2 months. That's not too exorbitant. That's a conservative, smart trade. That's conservative with a big payout. Nice. Okay. Thank you all for popping through. We're only up 15 on the Dow. This dead cat bounce is really a dead cat bounce. What happened to the 200-point gain on the Dow? We're up 6 on S&P, 57 on NASDAQ. Isn't this interesting? We'll see if we get through this first an hour of lethargic trading, and then we get a breakout. I don't know. Or do we have a breakdown? I don't know. We're only up 8 on the Dow right at the moment. This market is backing off. 7-cent loss on Rocket Lab, 478. That is a bargain. AI up 8 cents. The spiders are up 60 cents. Qs are up 235. GameStop down 9. SoFi down 11. Apple up 110, but Enphase down $1. Netflix down 8.20, and Adobe down 2. Nvidia's up 6. Tesla's up 78 cents. We've got Unity down 4. Google up 2. Moderna down 120. Cisco up a dime. Pfizer down 10. IBM up 350 to 170.42, but HBQ down 16, and Microsoft up 45 cents. Amazon only up 6 cents. Home Depot down 51. Vanik up 220. Goldman down 380. Boeing down 140. Facebook up $6. Meta. Target down 140. JP Morgan up 14. Costco down 175. Walmart down $1.09. Disney down a dime. American Airlines down 26. AMC turned around a bit, up 4 cents. DraftKings down 46. Royal Caribbean down 96 cents. Mixed bag for sure. Not a straight up opening here. We were at record highs this morning in the pre-market. It is not holding. We're negative 16 on the Dow. We have gone red on the Dow. We're up 5.6 on S&P only. That's a 1/10 of a percentage point, and NASDAQ is up 0.4%, only up 60 points. Oil up 32 cents. 74.40 right now. Not going anywhere on oil. 728 on your SoFi shares. The low of the day, 726. A slow, slight decline, but turnaround, we'll see. If and when, we'll see. We'll figure that one out as we go on. Thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate you coming through. What's happening here? JR, I also just figured out that it isn't much here. No, I did that. Okay, you are the GOAT. Thank you. Well, my spider put credit spreads are doing very nicely, says White Feather. Let's see. Let's go. Good morning from Hot Wing Mike. I'm number 116. I'm really just JR. Okay, Uncle Bruce says, shameless plug with my 8,000 SoFi shares. I'm writing 5 months out. I can pull in almost 13 grand in premium, which will be paid back in those 5 months unless I have to roll. That's why I bought it all. Those shares, and I'm holding them. And now SoFi is giving me another chance to average that account down from 752. Macro, Uncle Bruce, good time to grab deep in the money calls on AI. Yeah, I think so. 24.12 on the stock. If they're in the 90-10 rule, look for those. What else? So thanks to the content, extra lurker time today. Go SoFi. And do you think the SoFi might go under 7? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm putting in a stinker at 701, says Brian. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you next week, says White Feather. Splair, have a great one, White Feather. There you go. All right, we're going to go member only now on commentary. Please become a Gold Bagel member or a regular member of this channel, ASAP. We'd love to have you here. Join us, and you can comment here during market trading hours. Thank you all for your support. Cannot emphasize that enough. It's what keeps us on the air. YouTube, they like us, but I got to tell you, YouTube really likes me because I have members. YouTube doesn't like me because of my view numbers. I am not a big time, multi-million followed guy. I'm not that kind of a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber with an intense group of followers who are, I think, doing rather well. Because they're members of this channel, YouTube actually, funny enough, I make YouTube more money. Let's put it this way. I make YouTube more money because of my memberships than if I had 50, 60,000 people watching me at the same time. The membership revenues that YouTube gets from you guys, they get 30% of whatever you pay YouTube. That is worth more to them than advertising to tens of thousands of people. That's why this channel stays here. And this is why I keep begging you guys for thumbs ups, because it encourages YouTube to promote the channel to more people. And the larger the following of this channel, the more members will come in, the more class sales for me. That helps me, of course, one-on-ones, obviously. But it helps you guys because there will be more followers of the stocks we like to talk about here. So you're helping yourself if you can get the thumbs up meter going. I appreciate it, and it's your benefit. At the end of the day, you win as well. YouTube wins, you win, I win. It's a win-win-win-win scenario. 127 thumbs ups. Let's go, baby. Thank you all. 170 of you are watching right now. That means there are about 43 slackers who have not done it, have not got off their duff, or are unwilling to support themselves and this channel. What can I say? I don't know. I'm just doing what I can. Wing Commander, good morning. I'm number 124. Marcus, I'm here, 121. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming. 729 on Sofi, down 12. GameStop down 14 at 14.14. The Qs are up 229. The Spiders are up 84. The AI shares up 6. Rocket Lab up 8, down 8, pardon me, and the Dow's up 20 right now. Welcome to Volatility today. It's option expiry Friday, the third Friday of the month. So it should be active today with the option expiry nonsense. Oh, my. 7:30 on the old SoFi. The low of the day, 725. We're now at 7:30 on SoFi on 3-point-something million shares traded. That's where we're at, kids. Welcome to the party. Boy, am I watching a ton of stuff here. Thank you all for being here. Go, baby, go. We've got Apple holding a gain at 189.80, up 112. We've got Enphase down 120. Netflix down 6. Adobe down 29. NVIDIA 568 to the good. Tesla down 24 cents at 211.64. Okay. Marcus, 119.24 options used to be the Leaps option some time ago. Now there are 26,000 SoFi $35 calls expiring today. I wish. Oh my gosh. $35 calls expiring today on SoFi from 2 years ago. 2+. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? 119.24. Yeah, those were created back in 2022 sometime. Yeah, I would say. Isn't that something? Yeah, options all expire eventually. They all do. They all run out of time sooner or later. Isn't it amazing? That's wild. All right, there you go. We're up 35 on the Dow. Little recovery wave coming in, 45 now. We're up 10 on S&P, 55 higher on NASDAQ. Oil up 36 cents. Market is climbing, 733 now on SoFi, down just 8. We're back a little bit from the low. 14.20 on GameStop, just down a dime at the moment. Brian, SoFi 750 battle, end of the day. I'm calling it. It's a 750 battle. It won't go over 750 as far as Brian is concerned, the way this thing is going right now. Well, we'll certainly find out, won't we? If we break it and go to 8.5, wouldn't that be a nice day? Boy, that put a bunch of cash secured puts way down there. Oh boy, this channel would light up. Folks are going to go, oh, look at that. Look at that Sofi go. It's just starting. Yeah, baby. At any time, the train is going to leave the station, I hope. Brian, I think there will be like 1 million calls above $8 expiring today. That is a lot of premiums out of the money. That's right, suckers. How many suckers bought $10 calls? They bought 8 calls, $9 calls, 750s, and they're sitting here just chewing their fingernails off going, good Lord, I've lost everything. If they're still in it, yeah. Of course, those contracts have likely turned over a zillion times. Samuel, good morning, Vietnam. Buy more Sofi, buy more Tesla. There you go, Samuel. How you doing there, buddy? Welcome to the party, pal. It's nice to see you this morning. 734, 735 now on the Sofi. We're a dime up from the low now. 735, down just 5-6 cents on Sofi. GameStop unchanged, 14.29. We have broken even on GameStop. 28-cent gain on AI. We're climbing. Rocket Lab down just 7. The Dow's up 60 plus points now, climbing further. S&P up 12, NASDAQ up 67. So the market is climbing a little here. The Apple now up 114. Enphase just off 77 cents. Netflix down 630. Adobe just down 3 cents. Nvidia up 550. Tesla's green up 50 cents. It's turned around. Tesla is higher. Smart Rent 318 up 18 cents. I don't know why Smart Rent is up 18, but it should be. But I don't know why, but I think it should. Here's an article that came out on Smart Rent. BTIG starts coverage with a buy, expects company to achieve GAAP profitability starting in the second half of 24. BTIG initiates coverage on Smart Rent with a buy rating, says it expects the home technology solutions provider to achieve sustainable GAAP profitability starting in the second half. Shares of the Arizona-based company were up 7% in pre-market trading. The brokerage also set a target price of $4.50 for the company, implying an upside of nearly 57% to its last close of $2.86. With only a 1.5% market share of the U.S. rental stock and less than 10% penetration across its current customer base, we see several years of 20% top-line growth ahead for the company, said analyst Soham Bonsal, adding that they expect the company's operating cash flow to turn positive in the second half. They wrote that they expect Smart Rent to be adjusted EBITDA positive for the first time in its history in the fourth quarter of last year, just passed. They also issued coverage for other companies in the sector, including Appfolio, and CoStar, and Matterport. There's another one they're talking about. For companies that were unprofitable, full year 23 was a wake-up call due to get their P&Ls in order, and today we're sensing a significant shift in how these companies are pursuing growth. We think this sets the stage for a modest thawing in 24 as companies continue to prove out their valuation while showing investors a path to profitability. Okay, so Matterport is being talked about. Smart Rent is being talked about in a positive light. Isn't that interesting? Smart Rent right now, $3.19 a share, high of the day, $3.20, only 299,000 traded on Smart Rent. Matterport, $2.18 a share right now, down 6 cents. Has not yet responded to any of this. Volume of 561,000. And there's no news in the Matterport website or news feed about this analyst. So there you go. Positive news there. I'm not surprised. I love these guys. I love these stocks. They have no debt. They've got cash in the bank. They're growing at 20+% a year. Yeah, of course they're going to be profitable. Of course. There you go. Thank you all. Welcome all. Let's go. Hector, Uncle Bruce, I have GameStop calls expiring today. When should I write again? What is the stock going to do? Mr. Cohen being a wild card. You should have bought these back ages ago, and you should be writing right now brand new calls. Why not write 15s immediately? Write 15s for 6 months, 5 months, 4 months, and taking bucks. Buy more deep in money calls if you can, if that's what your plan is. write more contracts. This is the company. The gamblers are giving you this golden opportunity. Get on it, Brian. This must be why SmartRent's up 6% today. Yes, it is. Brian is correct. It's correct, Brian. SmartRent, thank you very much. And the upside is much more than 450 in this man's humble opinion. But it's a start. I'll certainly take that. 63-point gain on the Dow. AI up 22. GameStop down 2 cents and SoFi down 7 at 734, 735 a share right at the moment. Welcome everyone to the show and to the party today. SmartRent 320 up 20 cents right now. Volume on SmartRent 327,000 shares. This will spread. This story will permeate out, but it'll take a day or two to fully be realized. Interesting. Beach Boy, AI, 25 cash secured put, wrote at $1, limit, bought back, filled at 72. $2,600 gain in 2 days. Please, may I have another, please? Thank you very much. Right on, Beach Boy, making some dough, always making dough. Sweet ride, baby, sweet ride. 75-point gain on the Dow. AI up 28, SoFi down 7, GameStop plus 2 now. We're up again, okay? Brian, Matterport is looking good as well based on their last ERs, earnings reports. Yeah, Matterport winner, no doubt in my mind. Yep. I can't wait for when I'm talking to you guys about you're writing $20 Matterport calls, you're writing $20 SmartRent calls, you're writing $20 SoFi calls. Thousands of them are being written across this channel all the time. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, a month are coming in from these premiums into your hands. That's the future I see just on these things, let alone all the work you're doing on everything else. Pretty cool bean stuff. Savage, good morning, simpletons and degenerates. Good morning there. Brian, beat at least the last 4 quarters of estimates. That's right, Brian. You got it. Savage, do you have a bunch? You have a bunch, don't you? There you go. Welcome all. And nice to see you all here. We're up 100 now on the Dow. Recovering. We're up 16 on S&P, 71-point gain on NASDAQ. Moving higher. Headline, existing home sales fall 1% in December. Home sales slid to the lowest in nearly 3 decades is a headline. Last year, 2024, though, does look brighter, they say. Headline, 734, 735 on SoFi, down 6 cents. GameStop up 4. AI up 30. Rocket Lab down 7 cents. The Dow up 87 points. Apple's up $1 now. We've got Matterport down 6 cents. SmartRent at 318, up 18 this early morning. Welcome all. Savage Wall Street. I have my last 50 stinks out to buy back my last $3 Matterport contracts for April, which I got 35 cents for. I've got an ask of 5 cents, so let's go. Maybe a bid for 5 cents. Yeah, you got a bid, baby. Bobby, 4 SoFi cash secured puts for February 16th, 7s, 53 cents each. There you go. Brian, Spire is having a rough go. ATIP is in trouble. Sexter is gone. SoFi is our darling. Rocket Lab, Matterport looking good. Not a bad percentage for your analyst rating. Uncle Bruce, what can I say? Bobby, I am sitting at the 5-cent buyback table as well, laughing out loud. I'm sitting there waiting to buy him back. Robert Benson, 141 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Robert. I'm really just JR. Stinky's in at 721. Come and get me, baby. I'll buy this stuff at 721. I dare you to give it to me. 732 is the last trade on SoFi. Right on. Right on. Stink bids save lives. There's no doubt about it. Stink offers, make you rich. Stink offers can make you rich. Stink bids save lives. Thank you very much. Enjoy the ride, kids. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get richer, you guys. Thank you all. We have a thumbs up meter showing now 141 thumbs ups, 59 away from 200. Thank you all for helping out to getting us that much closer on the thumbs ups meter. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Okay. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to see you here. All right. Okay. Watching a ton of stuff at the same time. Dow's now up 52. Little sell waves come in. We're up 67 at the moment, 70 points. AI up 34. GameStop down 2. Sofi down 7. All right. The consumer sentiment in the U.S. rises to the highest level since July 21. Jumps to 78.8, up from 69.7 in the prior month. That's interesting. I can tell you, one part of the economy that didn't seem to be slowing down was when my daughter landed yesterday at the Palm Springs airport from her flight from Calgary. She told me that the plane she was on packed, no empty seats, all seats sold out. So Calgary to Palm Springs, when it's 30 below in Calgary, not a problem selling seats to come down south. So was she watching the weather app in the days leading up to her departure? Oh, yes, she was. Is she happy that we're going to be at 73, 75 degrees today down here? Oh, yes, she is. There's no doubt about that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Bobby, I wouldn't mind some early assignment in the next couple of weeks. That'd be all right. Brian, Uncle Bruce, it's only 21 in Calgary right now, minus 21. It'll be minus 13 for the high today. It's like spring compared to minus 40. Oh, it's a wonderful improvement. Just wonderful. And the planes are packed. Her flight was late leaving by over an hour. They are logistically scrambling in Calgary to keep planes going on time with this cold weather. Not easy. But they're working it. Canadians are coming down here. They're coming down here big time. Same thing from Illinois, from Chicago, from Denver, New York, St. Louis. They're coming down here. Absolutely. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to the neighborhood. Let's go and let's make our viewers richer today. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Thank you all for popping in here and joining us today from wherever you are in the world. Thank you all for saying hi and popping by. Great to have you around. All right. There you go. There you go. I'm watching this different stuff here at the same time. There we go. And we'll refresh that right there. Here we are. Boom. And hey, if you want to buy rapper Little Uzi Vert's Bad and Bougie Southern California mansion, it's on the market for only $4.9 million. If you want to, upgrade your style a little bit, hang out where others were hanging out before you, Cool, I guess. There you go. Okay. Bougie mansion. All right. Yeah. Spire's up 14 cents. We'll take it. Smart Rent, 317.5. The Apple shares holding a 72-cent gain. Goldman down 179. Cisco up 27. Tesla back negative again, down 191 to 209.97. Arc Innovation is down 18 cents. Microsoft up 108. We've got Pfizer up a penny. HPQ up 14 cents. Google up 187. Amazon down 31. NVIDIA up 508. Unity up 4, AI up a dime, Adobe down 25, Spiders are up 97 cents, Netflix down 471, Triple Q's up 221, IBM up 303, Meta up 524, Vanik up 212, Home Depot down 85, and Enphase down 182. Those are some of the quotes on some of our faves as we're watching this market do its a thing. 12 cents lower on SoFi now, 729. We're down a dime on Rocket Lab. GameStop down 11. So buy-sell waves coming through. As expected, it is the third Friday of January now, 2021. We should be getting all kinds of activity here on the markets. Third Friday of the month, option expiry. Absolutely expected. All righty. Okay, there you go. Brian, did you read about Vancouver getting like 2 feet of snow, and now they're getting some freezing rain? The whole city is shut down. Vancouver, I can imagine Vancouver is shut down. That's like Seattle getting whacked with 2 feet of snow. That would crush Seattle. That'd stop it dead in its tracks. They do not have as many snow plows as Calgary does, or Edmonton, or Winnipeg. They're not used to snow. No, the weird weather, really weird weather. Climate change? Nah, there's no climate change. There's nothing to see here, folks. Nothing whatsoever. Unbelievable. Brian, speaking of Vancouver, where is Zed Estate? Did he change his name or just not present lately? He pops in and out. He does pop in and out. Bobby, hippie Canadian, they don't know what winter is. There you go. I do recall some wicked Calgary weather over the many years I was there. But lately it hasn't been as bad as other years, but we do get those storms. I mean, Calgary will get hit from time to time with a good one. We wipe out the mosquitoes and the crickets. They get wiped out. 30 below, they're gone. No more, none of them flying around. What blew my mind was we'd have a week of 30 below weather in Calgary. And then we'd get a week of +5, +10 weather. So that would be 35, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Flies would show up. Flies. We're going, where are these flies coming from? How do they live? How do they survive this species? Well, they're inside. They're not outside. They're inside buildings. They find ways into the warmth to hang in there. And then when it warms up outside, they go back out. Hardy creatures, aren't they? Short lifespans. Unbelievable. How do they do it? I don't know. Birds in Calgary, how they survive is unbelievable too. Just amazing. Sparrows survive 30 below. I don't know how they do that. Unreal. Yeah, the species. What can I say? Thank you all for popping through. It's nice to have you here today. Appreciate it. Thumbs up meter now, 145. 4 more. Thank you. Thank you all. Going to send the love to all of you guys. Thank you so much for your support of this channel. Jen and I, just thrilled that you're with us. Jen is doing great. Her hip is coming along well. She has been given a bunch of exercises to do here at home, and her therapist is happy with how the operation went and how her hip looks to be doing, and it's fully functioning in every way. Just beautiful stuff. We're really thrilled with how it's going. I think it might be time, if it's a little quiet right now, maybe it's time to be on the safe side, just to pop a couple of these up, just to kind of let those authoritarian knights of neat know that we observe their powers. We don't ignore them. We know they're there, and we are forever in their debt to oversee the markets that they work in, the direction we need the markets to work in. So neat, absolutely being done right here. No question about it. Thank you all who participate in all of this. It is wonderful. Stephen Butler, neat. Corinne, Flint Creek, Big E, neat. Here they come. They're just coming. Richard, D.A. Truda, neat. We know what we must do. We're not ignoring the Knights. Absolutely not. There you go. The Dow's up 47. Not up 247, but it's up 47. Rocket Lab down 12. AI is up 9. Spiders are up 98 cents. Qs are up 220. GameStop down a dime. SoFi down 12. 729, 730 on SoFi. That's where we're at this absolute second in time, as we are following a lot of activity here in this market. The SP is up 8 and NASDAQ up 50. Oil up 60 cents a barrel. Okay. Blair, Marcus, and Brian. Neat. There you go. They're on it. The Knights of Knee are being honored and respected by this channel, no question. Beach Boy, those SoFi January 7s written yesterday, 153 to 159, were feeling lonely. I just had to write some friends for them at 162. It's heartbreaking how lonely they were down there. So I wrote some more. There you go. Cash secured puts. Beach Boy, way to go, buddy. Just take the free money, man. Just take this free money. Brian, I know people like Chinooks and Calgary, but I don't like them. I can't stand the huge range in temperatures in such a short period of time. Would rather I just stay at -10 for 3 months. Hector, Uncle Bruce, if Antigen has no further future needs for life-changing surgeries in Palm Desert, would you consider living and broadcasting from a more favorable time zone, like Switzerland, maybe? Switzerland, however, doesn't have the warm temperatures in the winter that Palm Desert had. Florida is not in my wheelhouse for entertainment. Monte Carlo, maybe. Monaco, maybe. I don't know. Hector, where do you think I should broadcast from for a more favorable time zone? You got any thoughts? Brian, SoFi price. I just saw $72.89. Does anyone have 1/1000th of a penny to help me get a share? Can anyone help me there? Beach 161, baby. Yeah, 161. Right on, man. For sevens. $5.39 a share. Beach Boy is being such a generous guy, willing to pay $5.39 a share for SoFi shares. What a nice guy Beach Boy is. The love that he gives to those gamblers, it really is. Is it any wonder they love hanging out at his casino? He just spoils those guys rotten. Flint Creek, Florida sucks. Beach splitter, Portugal or Spain would be okay. There you go. See, Portugal or Spain or southern France or Monte Carlo, perhaps Italy, Sardinia, maybe. I don't know where else. I'm not sure where else I'd want to be hanging out in the winter for a better time zone than where I am now. I understand. I get up at 3:30 every day, but my day is done at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. So there's that. Not that I'm done. I'm still putting up short video and watching the channel all the time and keeping an eye on things. But I do appreciate summers. I enjoy the summers a lot in Europe. I have to admit, because the timing over there for the market is great. Because my day doesn't start till 2:30 in the afternoon. I love it. My early show is what, 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. I can't even remember anymore. I forget so quickly what time it is that I have to do what I do. But I know that I get those 5 hours past New York time. So, closing the market at 9:30 at night, no brainer whatsoever. Canary Islands, says Splair, Brian, Flint Creek, why does Florida suck? Why? There you go. The Dow up 43, Rocket Lab down 14, AI up 11, GameStop down 9, SoFi 726, down 15 cents. There you are. SoFi, Bargoon City on your SoFi, kids. The low of the day, 725. What can I say? People are actually selling this stock 6 trading days before the earnings. Maybe, a few years from now, someone will write a book, about how I became a millionaire watching Uncle Bruce and all this sort of stuff. Someday a book will be written by one of you guys. And one of you will say, I remember the week before the company released their first ever profitable numbers, I was buying the stock in the low 7s. I couldn't believe people were selling it, and I couldn't believe analysts were downgrading the stock the week before the biggest earnings report the company ever released up to that point in time that turned everything around for SoFi going forward. Maybe that'll be in your book someday, and someone will read that. I don't know. Luca, I'm house hunting today with my girlfriend. Flint, I grew up in Florida. I speak with authority, says Flint. It sucks. Lorraine, number 148, thumbs up. Bruce. JR, who is selling SoFi down here? Oh, yeah, people who want to make me richer. There's all kinds of people who want to help you guys get rich. And many of them are in the options market, willing to buy your put contracts from you. You got to be kind to those people. Give them those put contracts. Let them have it. Flint, it's not when I was a kid. The number of pedophiles outnumber the snakes and gators. I could go on. Alex, can't wait to quit my day job. Mornings will always be free. Luca, how likely that SoFi gets knocked down to the 6s after earnings? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I don't. Beach Boy, neat French nights. Please forgive my tardiness. Brian, my grandparents had a place in St. Pete's Beach. It was lovely. Bobby, Brian, if you like -10 temps for 3 months and overpaying to live, Come on down to Ontario. No, I've been there and done that. Thank you very much. Kitchener-Waterloo was my neighborhood, and I'm quite happy not living in Kitchener-Waterloo for the wintertime. Thank you very much. It's all good. I know you can go all the way down to Peel Point. That's the southernest spot you can go to, but I'm not interested in living in Peel Point either. No, thank you. No. No, I'm not going to Cleveland, and I'm not going to Akron, and I'm not going to Toledo, south of Ontario. No, I think I'll be here. I think I like it here. I kind of like it here. Yeah, I kind of like it here. Flint Creek. I grew up in St. Pete Beach, by the way. I'm JR saying Flint Creek. Okay, there's a red political joke in that comment, but I'll be nice today. Brian, Bobby, thank you for the personal offer. I don't like Ontario at all. BC is more expensive, but at least it's beautiful. There you go. Ontario is beautiful too, but it's an acquired taste. And look, I grew up in Ontario as a kid. I enjoyed my time there. I missed Kitchener-Waterloo a lot the first year or so I was here because of all my friends and all my memories and all my... But I cured that, the homesickness, with my first flight back. I flew back to Kitchener in 1977. Flew back to Kitchener in 77 after moving out in 78 or whatever. It doesn't matter. It was a 3-hour, 15-minute flight to get back to Toronto from Calgary. And my parents were in Kitchener. My sisters were there. My friends were there. And I saw everybody. And then I flew back to Calgary. And I thought, you know what? You're only 3 hours and 15 minutes away from where you came from. This is a nothing burger. You're just over there. You're over here now. And Calgary is beautiful. But the winters are a bit brisk in Calgary. So, I always look to come south. California is the place I want to be. Swimming pools, movie stars. Oh, yeah, baby. That's where I am. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's see. Flint Creek. There are pockets of niceness, but I don't care for the political climate or anti-trans movements. Hector, Uncle Bruce, whenever I hear that you are setting an alarm for 3:30 a.m., I cringe. What about a Caribbean location? You know what that's like. Yes, I do. Lorraine, I told you so. It's a no-brainer. Bobby, I keep trying to get my wife to agree to move to SK. Cheaper things and all the same things. Are you talking Saskatchewan? Or what are you talking about? Brian, Flint Creek. Oh, I agree. The politics down there, probably top-notch, the worst you could find. But so is the rest of America compared to Canada. Canada is crap too, though. Political wise, it is. Canada's crap too. I'm really just JR. A major resistance floor at 725. Not enough downward volume pressure. We're at 726 on Sofi. Flint, I feel reasonably safe up north, says Flint. That's what Flint said. Gotcha. Bobby, yes, Saskatchewan. You want to move to Saskabush? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wide open spaces, I'll give you that. Oh, and flat, lots of room to run. Flint, even my Republican dad can't stand it there, and he left Florida. Interesting. Yeah, well, what can I say? It is what it is, wherever it is, and I just don't want to go there. We're up 102 points on the Dow. I want to go there. We're up 102 on the Dow. Back up again, another wave. So here we go, kids. We're getting some buying and sell waves coming through here. The low of 725 on Sofi, sitting at 727. The Dow is now back up 100 points. S&P up to 14.7. NASDAQ is now up 64.4. Oil holding at 64 cents a barrel. There you go. We got waves of activity here. That's it. Okay, Bobby, that's her answer and tone as well. Laughing out loud. Saskatchewan. Really, hubby? You know what I'd recommend, Bobby? Road trip. You need a road trip, and wait for the spring. Grab your car and go for a drive, and take a slow drive across all of Canada, maybe through the U.S. Head all the way to Vancouver, go down to Seattle, come on down the West Coast, all the way down to San Diego Range, come through here. head over to Phoenix, through New Mexico, Texas, Georgia, Florida, come on up the East Coast, do the big road. You're going to be making so much money in option premiums. You can be on the road as long as you want because you're working on the road anyway. What are you worried about? And check it out. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to read any more comments to do with politics. I don't want to go there. So talk amongst yourselves. I don't want to go there. AI down 2 cents at 24.04. Rocket Lab down 13. We're down 20 cents on GameStop. We're down 13 on SoFi. 728 right now on SoFi. Welcome all. There you go. JR is saying, are the hedges running out of shorting money and borrowed stock? I doubt it. I doubt they're running out of money. Flint, I'm here for the stock talk. There you go. Well, that's what we're here for. Yeah, I don't think they are. But hedge funds can lose money just like anybody else if they're stupid. And if they're not watching themselves, they can get overexposed, or they get so over into themselves they forget reality. That happens. Watch Dumb Money, you'll know. You can see it in the movies. Absolutely. Margin call. There's an entire brokerage firm on the wrong side of the market with hundreds of employees in Manhattan. It's a movie, I know, but still not that inaccurate, actually. Anyway, Brian, I can't catch a break. Everyone's puking in my family. JR, maybe they are seeing the light that SoFi is being shored up by us retail investors. What can I say, Brian? One illness lasts like 3 weeks in a household with kids. Yes, I hear you there, Brian. 728 on SoFi. There will come a point where SoFi will not drop anymore, and buy waves will come in and overpower it. But with only 7.2 million traded all morning on SoFi, what do you expect? There is no panic buy wave going on right now on SoFi. So there it is. You're early. You're ahead of the crowd, I think. I personally believe you guys are all going to win. And you've seen this movie happen again and again and again. The stock goes into the 7s and comes to the 10s, goes to the 7s, comes to the 10s, goes. How many times do you have to win before you believe you're winning? What can I tell you? You buy the stock cheap or write cash secured puts and take the money from these people. Absolutely. Let's take a look at some June $10 put contracts. How are those doing? No, $9 put contract. 222 to 238. They're not going anywhere. Lovely. The 8s are 165.69. The 7s are 108 to 110. Now, what about those? What were those? Was it January 25s that Beach Boy was talking about? The 7s, 161 to 165 for the $7 cash secured those puts on SoFi for January 2025. The 550s are 90 to 93. The 5s are 71.73. The 10s are 355.65. My God. There are 27,900 $7 put contracts in existence on SoFi. 27,900 puts, and on $7 calls, 29,000. So there's only 1,000 difference between calls and puts on SoFi. 7 calls and puts for Jan 2025. Amazing. And the calls are at 225, 227. They're more expensive than the puts are. Interesting. Of course, they're 30 cents in the money, so there you go. But the difference is what, 60 cents, 65 cents? Yeah. Interesting for calls. Yeah. Kits. Opportunity knocks. Giddy up. Splair, I think I will collect nearly a 60% gain on one of my credit spreads. At least I'm sitting on a $23 strike price, deeply in gain, but the 2 bought calls from that move are red. $20 difference. I'm JR. Brian, 1 year, my wife, son, and daughter all got pneumonia. All had to stay in bed and get powerful antibiotic shots. Yes, shots. It was a rough time. Splair, $2 difference, 2 cent difference, whatever. Hector, my purpose in suggesting a more favorable time zone for you is totally self-serving. I want your services. Gold Bagel Guide to the limit. JR, I was stupid and kept working, ended up with walking pneumonia. I don't do that anymore, and my lungs have never been the same. Peeps, poo, respiratory viruses, but they do major damage. It's true. It does. Hello, everybody from Not a Lurker Anymore. Welcome all. Thank you for these thumbs ups, guys. If you're able to hit them for me. The last report was 145 thumbs ups. We are now sitting on 152 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, everyone, for 152 thumbs ups today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Fabulous. Way to go, kids. All right. Yes. There we go. Moving on here. Where are we at now? There we go. Ready to pound some more Sofi. $6.99. Anybody says not a lurker? Not a lurker. I'm 153 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. 729 Sofi. 730. We've bounced up from that 726 level again. Just a little tiny bit. GameStop down 11. AI is still holding a 3-cent gain, not much. We're down 11 on Rocket Lab. The Dow's up 81, 13.8 on the S&P, gain of 63 on NASDAQ, and the Dow, the oil market is up about 70 cents a barrel, approximately. Giddy up, kids. We've got Smart Rent at 323.5, up 23.5 cents on Smart Rent. High of the day, 326. It's been pretty swell straight up after the first 10 minutes. We have bounded up here from 303 now to 323 on 440,000. There it was a buy recommendation on Smart Rent to 450 a share. It's at 323. Spire's up 18 cents at 684, and Matterport still down 5.5 cents. At 218.5 on 796,000, the lowest 214. Matterport at the moment down just 5 cents. These the Matterports and the Smart Rents. Oh yeah, Spire of course, but I love the Matterport and Smart Rent. Cash secured puts on those. Good idea, a really good idea if you can do it. Not a lurker. All those lurkers out there, get the classes, you guys. Alberto. Sofi getting smacked around again, he says. That's the story. We are at 729, down 12 at the moment. Thank you all. Down a dime on GameStop. Dude, I've heard about this Sofi. I have. I like it. There you go. 89-point gain on the Dow Jones. Thank you all for popping through here. I was just trying to think about something to tell you. There was something on my mind. Talking about office vacancy rates the other day, which are astounding, are not improving across North America. It is shocking how many towers in North America are 30-40% vacant, some more. It is not a problem regionally. This is a national and international issue, Canada, US for sure. Many people have out and out told their bosses, I am not coming back to the office. No way. I'm not coming back to the office. I'm working remotely. Not interested in this commute game back and forth. I'm not interested in the expense of commuting. I'm not interested in the amount of time away from my family that I have to dedicate to do this. My wife and I have really realized the precious amount of time we get to spend with our children every morning and every afternoon because of mom and dad not having to do this. Daycares are out, or much less daycare, much more home care. Big difference. Corporations were trying to play the tough guy. They were trying to play, you better come back to the office or else. And these employers are going to screw you. Go find a replacement. Find someone to replace me. I dare you. I double dare you. You're not going to find anyone to replace me because I do the job of 3 people, and you know it. And it's true. It's been an interesting couple of years here. And then, of course, those of you who are here, you've gone, hey, I'm never going back to the office. Are you kidding me? I got a home gig over here. I got this home option gig over there. I'm loving my life, baby. I love going to a friend's house. I love going to to do grocery shopping when I feel it's convenient for me. I like going to get a haircut when I need a haircut. I like making a car appointment at 10 in the morning on a Wednesday. Whereas before I couldn't do that because of work. I love the idea of taking a walk with my telephone at my side, taking my dog for a walk, or driving my kids to school in the morning, picking them up in the afternoon, taking them to dance, taking them to soccer practice, taking wherever they have to go, whatever they're doing. I love this. Work just isn't all it used to be, all cut up to be. It's just not the same anymore. Isn't it interesting how there was a time where you felt left out if you weren't at the office? Now you feel trapped if you're in the office. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, very fascinating times and changing everything, the changing world. Again, I've said this before. We have forwarded this world by 10 years with regard to the work at home aspect of this world. We jumped ahead 10 years, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago because of COVID. This is 2034 right now. That's what this was going to be like in 2034. We're doing it in 2024. It's incredible. I love it. Happy for you guys. It's amazing. Cheers. Coffee time. The market sure has gotten quiet, hasn't it? I mean, we started off with a bang. We were up hundreds of points in the pre-market, fell flat on its face, and it's really calm here. Interesting how this market is reacting today. I love the idea of walks only during the summer. Actually, it's a great way to freeze your hands off here for now in my area. Well, of course, there are people in Calgary that go for walks every day inside shopping malls. They'll go to their local area mall and they'll walk inside the mall for a nice little stroll. Nothing wrong with that. But you can't do a nice walk in downtown Calgary because the cost of parking will run you $20 an hour, $10 an hour. Stupid, pointless. Not good. Not going to do it. There you have it. Indeed. The Dow up 60 points here. Not going far, not going fast. But that's what we got. 728 on the Sofi, and GameStop down just 3 cents. We're coming on again on GameStop. Just AI down a nickel. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you for being with the channel. It's great to have you here. Let's see here. We have 153 thumbs ups. Thanks, guys. Savage of Wall Street says, Flint Creek, my wife and daughter absolutely love the rose soap. They say it's working wonders on their skin. Look for another buy in a few days or weeks. Right on, Savage. Congratulations. Hector, Calgarians take the C train into the core, then shop. Yeah, I guess, but boy, we're talking, the C train that we have in Calgary, they don't have underground heated stations. They have above ground stations. Some of the stations are in light industrial parks, not conducive to a pleasant experience, long walks from your house or car or whatever to get to them. But hey, it works. A C train, many thousands of Calgarians ride C trains. Yes. We have 4 main lines or whatever. Yeah, but not for me. Dude, okay, if coffee and bagel time, snow days all week, looks like Nashville has given up the week. Call spreads coming in on Nashville. Dude, my work decided not to open all week, so trading just getting into trouble here. There you go. Giddy up, kids. Congratulations. Those of you who got laid off in the last 6 months, a year, have your lives changed? Now that you're asset managers full-time, has your routine completely changed in your house, in your life? I can imagine. I know that some of you have lost weight. Your blood pressure is probably lower. Your diet is a lot better because you're not eating all that processed food at the fast food outlets at work. Have things changed? Oh, yes. Flint Creek. Wonderful, Savage. Great to hear you're happy with the soap. Rock and roll. What can I say? We're up 2 cents on the GameStop here. We're plus 6 on AI. SoFi now 732, a little better again, another little pop higher. Got down to 725 about half an hour ago, and we got to 730, then we backed off. Now we're at 732, a little uptick, ever so slight. That's all it is. It's nothing incredible, but it is noticeable. I'm noticing SoFi solidifying just a bit now. Is this the low of the day we just had? I don't know. But 732 is where we're at. Okay. There's 147 of you here. Thank you for hanging out with the old man for as long as you have. I got to get going. Got to tend to antigen and get ready for a one-on-one and stuff to do. 154 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for that. Keep them coming in if you can. Thank you. Have a great rest of your session. Bobby, I started a call spread on DraftKings yesterday, 40 to 45 calls for a $100 gain 3 times. Flint, you are my favorite customers. Bobby, good until Feb 16, he says, Bobby. Splair, all right, from my side, I'm wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Remember, this time it's only 2 days until next trading. That's right, we're open on Monday, kids. No holiday on Monday. Have a great weekend. This week was crap for SoFi, says Flint. But next week could be the best of all time. Who knows? What's SoFi going to do a week from today? Next Friday, the day before earnings. What is SoFi going to do? I don't think lower is in the cards. I don't think so. Well, we'll find out. Flint Creek, have a great weekend, everybody. Indeed. Go, baby, go. Go, SoFi. You got it. 57-point gain on the Dow. AI up 6. Spiders are up 120. Qs are up 260. GameStop unchanged. SoFi 734 now, down just 7 cents. We're climbing a little more on SoFi. Give our best wishes to Antigen. Will do. Flint, it's better hit the moon. As far as I'm concerned, it better hit the moon. There you go. No pressure. There you go. All righty, guys. Have a great one out there. Thank you for the support all week long. Option writers, well done. Class takers, well done. If you have any questions on your classes, let me know. And if any of you want to have a one-on-one, let me know, and we'll get together. We'll figure out a time, and we'll put it to good use. Hug Auntie Jen gently, and Auntie Jen Jr. JR, have a great day, everybody. Get that SoFi money and get that moolah. Flint Creek, neat. Exactly. Thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep an eye open on this channel for any updates, and we'll see you Monday morning, first thing, as usual, as we get going here. You never know if there's a video coming out this weekend. You never know. So keep an eye open on this channel. Hector, neat. There you go. Don't forget the Knights of Neat. Thank you all. And we'll see you later. Goodbye from Palm Desert, California. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye for now.